late night talking. We can. My obsession with Harry Styles needs to stop.
Harry Styles doesn't know who you are. How does that make you feel?
One day, imagine one day we're like presenting something and Harry's there. I'd be really cool though. I would not act like I even know him. I'd just be like, oh hi. Yeah, there was a thing I saw on TikTok. Some girl was like, there's always that one person, always that one person in a concert that just thinks that they're looking at them, and then that's how they're gonna meet their true love. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna spot them from the distance, and they act like that mysterious girl that's like not really paying attention, but she is. That's the stuff I would do for Harry.
Oh my god. I had my mother-in-law trespassed after she entered my home and fired my babysitter. I am a widower. I lost my wife Anne, 34, just minutes after she gave birth to our first baby, Sammy. She had a difficult pregnancy, so I took an indefinite leave 3 months before she was due. Sammy's 4 months old now, and before I went back to work, I told my mother-in-law, Sandra, 56, about my plans and if she can recommend a nanny to take care of my daughter when I work. She offered to do it, i.e. be a nanny, for free. I told her she's free to come by any time during the day if she feels uncomfortable with a nanny looking after Sammy, but she insisted on doing it herself. So I said yes and gave her a copy of the house keys. She comes 30 minutes before I leave for work, and when I come home she stays for dinner and leaves after putting Sammy to sleep. Everything was fine for the first couple of weeks until I noticed that Sammy's not feeding as much. Her formula's barely touched. I asked Sandra about it and why Sammy's not feeding well. She said she's trying to breastfeed my daughter. At first I thought she was joking, then realised that she wasn't. She said Sammy needs to latch for a few minutes every day to activate her milk production. I almost lost it. I told her she cannot do that and she needs to stop.
She said she will, but I caught her again when I walked in my daughter's room and she was forcing Sammy to latch. I confronted her and told her she's no longer my baby's nanny. I didn't ask for the key back as she is still welcome to come visit any time. I asked for a 1 week leave from work to care for my daughter and find a nanny. I found one, but 2 days after she never returned. I called her and she said my mother fired her the day before. I asked her to describe the woman and I was livid when I realised it was Sandra. She came in my house using her key and fired my nanny. I was about to call her when she showed up and said a convoluted story like how I hired an incompetent nanny. I told her to leave, but she refused and told me she's calling CPS because I'm endangering my child. We argued back and forth before I called the police and she was charged with trespassing. I know my mother-in-law's grieving the loss of her daughter. I am too, but she crossed the line when she disregarded my wishes. She is very upset with me. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law are calling me ruthless, and I am now second-guessing myself. Have I taken it too far by calling the police?
I don't think you should have called the police.
You should have called the police.
I just think,
But
you know, I'm
boundaries-
for laughing now, because if it's like, she's doing it out of grief. But it's a very strange thing to do when you're grieving.
And you have to, she's the grandma. She's got to constantly latch this child on
To milk that she's not producing.
She has to produce, so that's going to take ages.
Oh, so she can produce milk?
Yeah, anyone
Even
can.
if she...
If your nipples are being stimulated.
What, even me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I thought you had to have had a baby for the
Yeah,
thing
that's
to
true
produce.
as well. But I think you can. Yeah, that's how it's called.
So right now,
if you had a baby and they were suckling and they were breastfeeding, let's say 3-4 times a day, sucking.
Someone who's never had a child.
Yeah,
before.
milk would come because you've got breast ducts.
Oh my god, I've literally learned something
That's why
today.
when people take like certain antipsychotic medication, they start producing
They start lactating.
Yeah, they start lactating because their body, their medication is producing milk because of something that's triggered by the medication.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you can start lactating. Even men can lactate.
What?
Yeah.
No way!
They've got breast ducts and tissue as well. Mad. Anyway, boundaries. I don't think she should have breastfed the child. I think she should have respected the wishes of the father.
Yeah.
If he started her on formula, because at the end of the day, he's the one that's going to be with her. There's no formal breast production happening. Like, his wife's not here, so he can't even pump and get milk.
Exactly. And also, he told her to stop initially, and then he caught her doing it again. So you've been given the instruction to cease breastfeeding.
That's disrespectful. She
shouldn't be doing it.
But how awkward, just finding your mother-in-law just trying to breastfeed your child. Oh God!
The thought of it, like, I just can't help but laugh.
That's funny.
Honestly. I'm just...
Don't say it.
Weird thing to discover, like, it's just so strange. I don't even know how I would react. I think my first instinct would be, get the baby away.
Keep the baby safe.
I just don't know.
I just find it weird that she was secretly trying to breastfeed her even though he told her not to.
And that she fired the babysitter.
Yeah.
But I think because she wanted to maintain contact with the child.
Yeah, I feel sorry for her. She's grieving. She's going through a lot at the moment. Obviously, she's not taking the grief too well.
Yeah,
I don't think he should have
acting out in a way that isn't normal.
I think instead of telling the police, I think he should have told the brother and sister-in-law to come get their mum.
I don't think he should have told the police at all. I think that he could have handled it in a way as to not have to involve law enforcement.
How strange though. Like, my relationship with that mother-in-law would just, like, I would feel so awkward around her.
He shouldn't have called. They could have dealt with that without authorities.
And she got charged with trespass.
No, that's not nice.
Anyway, there's an edit. Let me finish.
Oh!
He said, "Thank you everyone for the advice and showing concern for Sammy. I called CPS to tell them about the situation. My mum, his mum, is coming over to help look after my daughter and look at our options. She's a retired family attorney. I do have a doorbell camera, but reading some of the suggestions here, I decided to up my home security system. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law know the whole story, and they also think that forcing to breastfeed Sammy was wrong, but they're angry at me for calling the police on my mother-in-law and having her trespassed. They said it was unnecessary and cruel to do to a grieving mother."
I think from his point of view, he is a lone parent to a baby. Yeah. So I think what he's thinking of is, I'm this child's only parent, and if this woman, God forbid, ever decided to snatch her, just because of the bond that she probably thinks that she's built.
But can I also, just now that has come to my head, the milk production hasn't started.
I know, but she's not right in the head.
No, but the milk production, that means she's starving this kid. Because she's not giving her formula,
the baby hasn't been eating.
And she's obviously trying to give the baby breast to get milk, to create milk, but the milk hasn't started.
Why didn't she just give her the formula?
That's what I'm saying, that's a bit scary now.
So I don't think she's well. I don't think she's well, because it doesn't make sense, hold on.
I think she's neglected her, because now she's putting her needs above the child's food.
Yeah, that's why I don't think she's okay.
Yeah, of course she's not, she's going through a lot, but he has to put his baby first. I'm sorry, but she's literally starving the kid so she can breastfeed.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
Do you know what I mean? That's a bit mad.
How old's the baby again?
4 months. That's a young baby.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And
at 4 months, they only live off milk.
I wouldn't even risk it. I think it's good that he's up the home security, but I still don't think he should have called the police.
No, I don't think you should have called the police. The mum needs help. She needs therapy to get through the grieving process. She's lost her daughter.
And I think she just needs support from an institution that is able to provide the support that she needs, basically. And I just honestly, like, the thought of coming in and
I just can't. It's so weird.
Breastfeeding your child. She's not okay. There's no way this woman is mentally stable.
No, she's going through a lot.
And think about it, she's the grandparent.
Yeah.
A grandparent is trying to breastfeed a 4-month-old baby. Does the child automatically become hers Islamically then? So.
But we don't know if milk started, and the child isn't her. She could be a mother form. But what I'm trying to say is, nah, that she put that baby at risk, man.
Yeah, the baby, so she wasn't producing milk then on the 2 occasions that he caught her, so the baby wasn't feeding.
She was trying to create milk production, but there was no milk. So that tells me...
So why could she have just subsidised it with the formula that was available?
Because she wants to create the milk production, so she's trying to amp it.
Yeah.
So she gets... But the thing is, I don't know actually, with the whole... I think your body needs to be pregnant, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought you had to...
But you can still produce milk. Because like me right now, if my child randomly started breastfeeding me again, I could produce milk.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Because I've got milk ducts, everyone can. But what I don't understand is this baby's 4 months. He needs a high level of breast milk in order to survive. And if she's taken away the formula,
then the baby's got nothing.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
The baby's got breasts with no milk coming out.
Literally, we don't know what's coming out. It might be the tiniest portion that's not enough for the baby. And plus, she's not with the baby all the time.
Yeah, she just does the routine.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I would put my baby first. I don't think it should.
No, 100% put the baby first. But it's just the whole trespassing charge and...
I don't think he should have done that.
Because it's not... I don't even know, does it even count as trespassing? Because he gave her a contract. Well,
he gave her a key, but he told her not to come back, and she came into his house with the key without his permission. Yeah, she came in
to do what though? What
to fire the lady, to fire the nanny, and she stayed.
So she could have come in on another occasion and actually just napped the baby, like kidnapped the baby,
if she wanted. Yeah. No, I think mother-in-law needs help. She needs therapy to try and get through the grieving process. I think he was right to stop her. She shouldn't have breastfed. That's just horrible. It's an intimate thing between a mum and a child. It's just not fair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That child didn't ask for it.
Where's the consent? It's a 4-month-old baby. Look.
Where's the consent?
Yeah, there is no consent.
There's no consent from the dad. Let alone, and imagine growing up, that kid's gonna know he's been breastfed by his grandma. How awkward.
He's not gonna know. He's 4 months old. Hopefully his dad doesn't tell him, because that's quite traumatizing.
That's a big trauma. Oh my god. Anyway, I just think, whoa, that's mad.
Wow.
No, that was funny though. That was really funny. Oh my god, that's like the most random story ever.
Honestly, you know when you're reading and then suddenly there's a plot twist that you don't even see coming. I was just like, I'm so hard, I couldn't continue without...
It's okay.
Without, you know what I mean?
You were laughing, it's okay. I was laughing too.
I know, but we always get told off for laughing.
Oh god, it's our reaction. You guys just leave us alone. Anyway, that is the end of the scenario. Please tell us, is the grandma wrong for breastfeeding? Is he wrong? Some people might think it's okay. Is he wrong for calling the police on her? Please let us know in the comments down below.
And what do you think he should have done?